together one more time. And I've got the music on because we have all kinds of noises going on today. They're doing renovations, upgrades. Oh yeah, it's like a dust bowl in the hallway right now. And our fearless super is working away like a crazy man to get in front of maybe whatever complaints might happen, right? That can be a thankless job, being a super. Alright, let's see what I got here. We are currently looking at TweetDeck again. And this is funny. First take. Alright, we will go to... I like the music. It's grooving. We have... Here we go. Share. They're now drilling like crazy. That's so funny. Maybe I'll play some music. Rick Azzolini. Like wild. Football stars. Oh, it's grooving. Look at that. Ooh, what's this? Let's go back. Let's see. It's going so fast I'm having problems keeping up with it. Where's that one list? Where'd you go? It keeps coming in quicker than I can backtrack it. Here we go. Trevor Lawrence, high ankle sprain injury is not season ending. Well, that's good news. Alright, thought I saw a list here. Behind me. It's below here? Right here. Here we go. I like this one. Alright. Rookie top 5 week 13 rookies. CJ Stroud, yes. Houston, phenomenal. Unbelievable. Many thought not so capable, but definitely proved everybody wrong, which I love. I love when people can prove people wrong, right? This person says, I would put Puka to number 1. Okay. Why not? Stroud top rookie. Yeah, maybe. You know who was really good this year too? Tank Dell. Sam Laporta has been phenomenal. And Will Anderson has just started to take flight, let's say the last 3 or 4 weeks. So it'll be interesting to see who wins that. So far, it's got to be CJ. Or Puka. Puka's been pretty amazing, I have to admit. He's been on my radar for a while. Let's have a look here. We'll look at the chat. JT was with us earlier. We were talking about the 5 teams that I thought were worthy of mention right now at going to the Super Bowl. And for me, number 1 was the 49ers after this week. Philly, number 2. Number 3, Kansas City Chiefs. Number 4, Dallas Cowboys. Number 5, the Dolphins. And somewhere in the top 10 there has to be the Texans. Who would have ever thought that? Even for a moment that was possible, right? The Detroit Lions have had a great year. Like, fabulous year. Dak Prescott, he's had a good year. It was a bit of a shaky start. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't awful either. He was kind of mid-tier, right? And now he's showing signs of being excellent. Oh my God! Did you ever see this? This was crazy. I like this. I have no energy to hate a soul. I seriously have no space in my heart to carry that around. I either love you, wish you well, or I hope you heal. And I think that's the smartest way to do it, right? Don't hold on to things forever. It's unhealthy. And right now we're in the list of great quotes on Twitter. Behind the scenes. I like this. The best digital e-commerce plugin for WordPress. Look, it looks good. Looks very GNOME, to be honest with you. If you know anything about Ubuntu or Linux, it looks like, from just a glance, very GNOME. To avoid disappointment, stop seeing only the good in people and start seeing what they're actually showing you. Ooh. So in other words, do we only see what we want to see? That's possible. It's very possible we only see what we want to see, not what is really in front of us. That's very possible. New energy, new beginnings, more blessings. I like that. That's so funny. I was wondering why my head was pounding. Then I remembered I haven't had my coffee yet. Okay. Do you guys get wicked headaches like that? If you don't... Wizard V. Michael V. Art. He's a character. I've watched him. He's fun. Does a lot of weed. Plays guitar. And does artsy things. Can be very combative. Yeah. And he's on Twitch. I should visit him from time to time. I have not. I used to watch him when he was on Periscope a long time ago. And I always found him entertaining and odd, which is cool. Find out how much God has given you, and from it take what you need. The remainder is needed by others. Ooh, I like that one. That is awesome. That's beautiful, actually. This is a strange graph. Oh, look at the artwork. So beautiful. Your spiritual health makes itself known in what you do and what you are. I would agree. 1000%. All right, let's have a quick look here. If anything at all has changed since this morning. Let's have a look. A little bit. Andrea, thank you. I appreciate your higher octave friendship. Thank you to this person who always supports me. I'm not sure if it's a bot or not. Carlos, thank you. Gotta like the shades. The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Wow, look at this. This tells you all the yardage. Is it gonna let me do it? Try it again. There it is. Okay. So Devontae Adams is number 1. Actually, that's not true. Mike Evans is number 1. Jimmy Graham. DeAndre Hopkins, he's been phenomenal. Travis Kelce, that's not too shabby. Stefon Diggs. Julio Jones. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen has been pretty amazing this year. All right, what do we got here? We're coming up to 10 minutes. Why don't we do a couple more minutes here? Get rid of that. And we have me back. Get rid of that fantasy part there. So it sounds like Trevor Lawrence is going to be okay. That's good. That makes me happy that he's all right. You know, that was a pretty insane game. 34-31 for the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Jacksonville Jaguars just fell short by a field goal to get the deed done, right? Ja'Marr Chase was showing signs of greatness in that game. He really was good. Joe Mixon, beast of a running back. He looked like he was getting tired though near the end of the game. I noticed that. T. Higgins is back. Tanner Hudson did quite well. Trent Irwin, Michael Wilcox, Drew Sample, and good old Jake Browning was the hero of the show for sure. Did very well. Oh, look at this here. Trayvon Williams. It even tells you about the punt returns. Evan McPherson, the kicker, and punting Brad Robbins. So that's kind of neat. It's amazing how thorough the stats are. This game was very interesting as well. The Packers. That was a game that the Packers, most people thought would never win, and they did, which is great. Isaiah Pacheco had a good game until he got booted out for what they call it, misconduct. Yeah, so you're not allowed to fight, and somebody was pushing him, so he gave him a little shot to the head, and that was the end of that. Patrick Mahomes this year, it's just not himself. He's doesn't have the same weapons around him. He does have a better defense, but they're having a rough time. They really are. And even their fearless leader, Travis, seems to be a step slower to me than he has been in the past. Or he's distracted. I'm not sure. And rightly so. He has also talked briefly about maybe retiring. He's been in the league now for 10 years. So you can understand why. Ben Sims, a 1-yard pass from Jordan Love. Field goal from Harrison Butker. Touchdown, Christian Watson, who was phenomenal the last 2 games. Like, unbelievable. He also had a hamstring injury of some sort. You could tell. Harrison Butker also got another field goal. And that was the 2 first scores that KC was able to muster up. For some reason, that young defense really fared well against the Chiefs, and they're showing signs of being able to gel well now. Took them a while, but I would not be shocked if they win a few more games before the end of it and become a wild card spot. We'll see. There's a lot of time left. Enough for a lot of crazy stuff to happen. And look at what's happening every week, right? Like, who would have ever anticipated that the Bengals would have won that game? Unbelievable. So we'll have to see how Detroit does. Next week is a wild schedule. So we're looking at the Patriots against the Steelers, and that's on Thursday. And many people say the Steelers will take that. No problem. Even with all the offensive problems they're having right now. The Steelers seem to be, 1 step forward, 2 steps back this year. But yet their record, 7-5, is very decent. Right? Like, that's incredible. All right, who else do we have here? We've got the Rams and the Ravens, and I think that will be a closer game than we think, unless the Ravens really get ahead quickly. I don't see that being an easy feat for them at all. We'll have to see how that unfolds. Okay, let's share this. There we go. Bloop. We got lucky. The construction stopped. So we have the Panthers and the Saints. And I don't know about the Saints. And I don't know about the Panthers, but I'm going to have to go with the Saints for sure. And I'm pretty sure that's what I did before. So I went with the Saints. Derek Carr this year is not making friends. I don't know why. He's just having a really, really rough time. And I consider him to be a mid-tier quarterback, what I mean by that is somewhere between 15, right, and 20th in the league, which means he'll always have work. This year has been crazy, though. You know, we lost Kirk Cousins, right? We lost Aaron Rodgers. You know, the only thing that hasn't happened this year is Pat Mahomes hasn't been hurt. So knock on wood. Trevor Lawrence last night was hurt, right? It's a weird year. It really is. Very defensive this year. They've been saying that the last 2 years have been some of the most defensive games and low-scoring games that they've had in the last 10 years. The Seahawks, I think, will do really well with teams that are 500 or less. But anybody they're playing, like if they're playing the Cowboys, they're in trouble. San Fran, Philly, yeah, they've got their hands tied. But, you know, the Bengals showed this week that any team can beat any team any day of the week. And if you think about the other loss that Philly had at the beginning of the year was against the New York Jets without Aaron Rodgers, which is wild. This might be the game of next week right here. Let's see here. I'll just click that. Oh, this is the season stats. Isn't that wild? They're only listing 3 people here. Isaiah, right? Travis, and Rashee Rice. And Rashee has been good, but not great. Great for a rookie, but overall, not great. Even Patrick Mahomes has not had the numbers that he's usually had in the past. He's had 10 interceptions. That's a lot for him. That's an impressive run, 48. But Travis has had 93 targets. That might be down from years prior. But his average is 11. That's pretty darn good. Can't beat that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Can't really watch that or that. Just for a second. All right, now we've got the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen has been really solid this year. Just his team has not been great. But he has been wonderful. Like really good. Like close to phenomenal. And James Cook has been okay the last, I'd say, 3 or 4 weeks. He's definitely worth a mention. And if you look here, he's had 62 carries, 342 yards. That's fair, right? Stefon Diggs is going to hit 1,000 yards for sure this year. And he has the potential of any game. He can easily get 150, 160 if he's in the zone, if everything's aligned. Depends on what team they play. Gabe Davis has not had the greatest year, but if you look at his numbers for the amount of, receptions that he's had, he's done very well. He's just not getting enough targets, it looks like. So what are we looking at here? We've got 8-4. Who would have ever thought that? Of Kansas City. And 6-6 for the Bills. I just happen to know that. And if you look at a team like the Lions, they have 7 wins. And yet do not have the depth, I think, that the Bills have. At least not in the quarterback. So, am I being unfair? If you think so, tell me so in the comments. Would love to know from you what you think. Is there any other game this week that you're really excited about watching in the near future? In five games, 5 days, the Raiders and the Vikings. Ooh, San Fran and the Seahawks. This will be a good game right here. The Chargers and the Broncos. I see that being actually an excellent game. Okay, let's get out of here. Now I have to do it from here, I believe. Click that. There we go. Okay. The Titans at times show moments of greatness, and other times not so much so. This could be interesting as well. The Packers and the Giants. Eagles, Cowboys. Oh yeah. That will definitely be a game. Definitely be a game. TV and streaming. We'll have to see how Dak Prescott does with I would say, 2-tier team. You know what I mean? Second place to me. Right? Right now, nobody can beat the 49ers. If they're healthy, they're going to win. If Brock Purdy's, doing well, I think the team will do well. We've also seen in the past when Brock Purdy isn't on his game and they have a few people injured, the team easily can lose. But when they're firing on all cylinders as they are right now, I could see them doing very well. So let's quickly check right here. Let's have a quick look at. I think I lost it actually. Let's click it back. Okay, it is back now. So we've got X Pro. There we go. Oh, this looks good. I like this right here. Let's click this. And it came up. First try. Here we go. So let's click this. And share that. And click this. There we go. So according to this, in the AFC, the Dolphins are the number 1 seed. In the NFC, the Philly is the number 1 seed. The wild card is between all these people right here. Now you're looking at KC as the 3rd seed. And you're looking at the Ravens as 2nd. And they're saying there's a chance that the Steelers could win. Yeah, it's gonna be iffy. This one is wild. So San Fran's is seated at 2. We've got the Lions at 3. Huh. And the Falcons at 4. Really? And then we've got the Cowboys at 5. And in the hunt, we've got LA, Seahawks, Tampa Bay, and the Colts. So we'll see how that all unfolds. Look at this. This is crazy. How can this be? The Bills are in the 10th seed right now, and the Texans are in 8. I would not be shocked if you see the Texans make the wild card. I really think that's a possibility. Now they're going to have to, do phenomenal things, perform miracles in the next 3 to 4 weeks, but anything is possible at this time of the year. There's some very cool games coming up. Tell me what 4 teams you think are most likely to make it to the Super Bowl. And if you can, which teams do you think still have a chance that are in the hunt and could maybe find their way to that wild card spot? I'd be very interested in knowing what that is. Let's quickly go back and have a look at here's a person that's been doing very well, which would be great for fantasy this week. Zay Jones. Tanya, I really think Tyreek Hill this year should be MVP. CeeDee Lamb has great potential to do well this year as well. Jalen Hurts may, find himself a little healthier and do well. Tua has shown signs of also greatness at times. Lamar Jackson, never count him out. I think he has great potential. Myles Garrett has been phenomenal this year. So is Nick Bosa and Chris Jones. I'm telling you, Fred Warner. It's been a wonderful, wonderful year of football. Tell me some of your favorite players this year. If you can, check us out every Sunday at around 10:30 to 11 o'clock, the Bell Kings, with the fearless leader, Tony D at the helm. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate all the people that support the channel and are here day to day, day in, day out. Sam Laporta. Let's have a look here what this says. One more time. There we go. And break it down. Most recorded yards in a game by a Detroit rookie in franchise history. Second tight end since 1970 with 140 yards. With 140 plus recoveries, 6 yards, 1 record to win a game, 9 receptions, 1 TD. He is a force every time he gets the ball. He really is. He's a very physical player. And they got him for nothing. They really did. There was nothing painful about that situation. That was just a great pick. And if you were to pick your top 4 rookies this year, who would they be? I really believe he should be one of them. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. It is a tremendous Tuesday. See you very soon.